I'm 59, so I'm thinking about death all the time.
Still very young.
I mean, I think thinking about death is good. Hopefully it sensitizes to an appreciation of the breath we have and the relationships that we have the potential to have.
Hey, YouTube family. How you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. What do you think of Keanu Reeves' message? When I saw this video clip, the first two people I thought of was Harry and Meghan. Now, let me give you a little bit of background on why this video in particular piqued my interest. I do live my life. I also think of, I'm middle-aged. I am in the same age group as Keanu Reeves. So when I watch that video, sure, I think of my own mortality. Of course I do, because I have more years behind me than I do in front of me. And that's the very reason why I try to live each day, be grateful for it, and do the best I can to enjoy it. That's why I travel a lot. That's why I spend a lot of time with family and friends. A lot of times I do it over the phone or FaceTime, or then I try to at least touch base with them. You know what I mean? Face to face, for those that I love and care about. So when I listen to Keanu Reeves, that actually piqued my interest, and I understand clearly what he's saying. And that's the reason why I think that maybe Harry and Meghan could probably take a look at Keanu Reeves and kind of learn from it. Prince Harry, his father has cancer. His sister-in-law has cancer. His own brother is suffering. His own wife and his father. How could Harry be so cruel? We're talking real talk now, guys. Real talk. Side note, I've been posting live videos. I posted one yesterday, so if you get a chance, take a look at it. I posted another today. What I will do is I want to start posting live videos more often, because it's important that you guys connect with me live. Because it's different than just recording it. Like, this is a recorded video. But I want to touch base with you guys in a real sense live. So you can see my reactions to when I talk about different topics. You'll see it real time. That's kind of sweet. So anyways, getting back to Keanu Reeves. I want to know, for those of you out there who understand clearly what I'm talking about. For those of you that know my background, I lost my mother when I was 11. So I got introduced to death really young. That's what surprised me about Prince Harry. He lost his mother when he was a little tiny tot. And you would think that having that at that age, being faced with the reality that our lives are not infinite, and that each of us only have a number of years. And let me tell you, time flies. I remember, it just seems like yesterday that I was pregnant with both of my children. It seemed like just yesterday, and now they're in their early 20s. It seems like just yesterday I was graduating from high school, going to college. I still look back on my first day of college. Those first couple of days when you move into your dorm and you're nervous about meeting new friends, and then you meet your crew, and you go about the business of trying to juggle classes and your social life and the new boyfriend and all of that. Special times. I remember getting married. It seemed like yesterday, to my children's father. I'm starting to appreciate things in my life. Those are beautiful things in my life that I am grateful and thankful for. So I always tell you guys, that's why I name my channel Rhonda Loves Life, because I do love my life. And like I said, it's not perfect, not always, because that's not life and that's not real. But I like doing videos. When we talk about celebrities and stuff, I find it great as as a gateway to talk about some of the psychological and some social impacts that they have on us and ways that we can learn from them and not make the same mistake. So I believe that Harry and Meghan, to have be given all of that wealth and status, and the only thing they can do is spend their time grifting, bitching and moaning, scamming, uh, uh, slamming people they love, burning bridges. Just Megan's father is sick. I mean, when you think about that, so it's like, what the hell are you two doing? What the hell are you doing? Do you understand that you're not going to live forever? You're not. So why not just embrace those that you love right now while they're here? While they are here, because they won't always be here. You know what? I love how Keanu Reeves moves. Any movie he's in, I watch. But you notice that he does not chase the media. He lives a very humbled and quiet life. I think he's still that artist from England. Where is she from? Or is she Swiss? He's they're still dating, I believe. I don't know. But he's very private about his life, and I don't blame him. You don't even know if they're still together. I love that. But you could tell he's a deep, deep, deep man. He's a deep thinker. You could tell that because of the way he moves in the industry. He grew up in Hollywood. He started as a teenage actor with River Phoenix. They did a movie together. God, this had to have been like in the mid-90s before River Phoenix passed on. And you know that Keanu Reeves, he had a partner, and she ended up dying from a drug overdose, but they had also lost their baby. So he has no children, none that we know of, because but I know he has sisters. He got sisters, but I don't think he has children. But you never know with him, because he keeps his business private, because he realized all of this stuff you doing in front of the camera and on social media, none of it is real. You don't see him. You see how J-Lo and Ben Affleck and that crap. Ben is trying to live a private life. J-Lo, well, she can't do it. But do they realize our life is so short? You need to just enjoy the time that you have with those that you love, and really just spend less time on things that just will add nothing but negativity to your life. Really. The resentment, the toxicity, the hustling and grifting, and the burning down relationships, like it just means nothing to them. It's just terrible. And like with Megan, I'm thinking, unless there's something really serious that went on between you and your father, for you to cut him off like that, I just don't. He brought you life. Now listen, my father was a madman alcoholic. He had his faults. He was a very sick man. But when he passed on, and I'm the oldest, I buried him. I helped bury him because he brought me life. Despite he was imperfect, but he loved us. I had no doubt that he loved me and my siblings. I never doubted that. He was just a very sick man. Now, I could have chosen to choose. I could have chosen resentment and anger, and not bury him, just not visit him when he was ill. I can't live. No, I didn't want to live that way. And you know what? I'm at peace with that, though, because that was my father. I remember a time when he took me to kindergarten, and he had told me, I'd be right here waiting for you when you got out. And when I was so scared when I first did class. And when I got out, he was standing right there. This was right before he started drinking. So I remember when he was just a normal guy. And then the addiction is the brain disease. Addiction is a brain disease. So I am so humbled and grateful that I was able to do that when he passed on, to treat him with respect and love and honor that he deserved. So Meghan Markle, like my father, I wish he could have lived to be 80. My father died in his 50. No, he was, let me think, 30. He was in his late 40s. I think early 50s. Yeah, because he and my mom had me when they were 16. They were very young. So I wish he could have lived to be 80. I wish we could have had him more longer, but it just didn't work out that way. But for Meghan Markle, her father, he seemed like he was always there. Her mother was gone for a long time for whatever reason. Um, but for Meeghan to do that, I don't understand that coldness unless there is something we just don't know. I don't see any reason for it. I really don't. But I do believe that there will come a time where you have to face the decisions you make, and they call it the day of reckoning, where you got to cash in. You got to pay up for your decisions, and that shit's hard. That is hard. So back to Keanu Reeves. That is a powerful message to me. And I totally agree with him. We are on the same page, Keanu. Plus, you're still handsome. Look at you. So will Harry and Meghan see that all of this stuff none of this is important? It's about the friends and family you have in your life. It's about taking every moment that you can, because it's hard to stay plugged in and to be grateful and humbled and live in that spirit. But when you do it, you got to work on it every day. But getting caught up and being distracted by things that are really not that important in this life, you don't want to lose time, because time is a flash, just a flash. I'm in my mid-50s. It was just yesterday, I remember, like I said, graduating high school, going to college, meeting the love of my life, my children's father, my ex-husband. We're no longer married, but I'm humbled and grateful for the time we had together. I am. Very special. Um, Devastating things, death in families, divorce that's a death. And learning to live and surviving trauma, getting therapy, working on that, coming out on the other end, realizing, wow, at the other end, there is a God, there is a higher power. Now, I'm not a Bible thumper at all, and not to offend anyone that is. That's not what I'm trying to say here. What I am saying is I'm spiritual, and I do believe in a higher power. I happen to call my higher power God, and he has revealed himself to me many times when I really, really needed him. And when I was on my knees, when everything burnt down, it was God who looked at me and said, surrender and trust in me, and I will look out for you. And that he did. So I don't claim to be perfect, because I'm human. I'm flawed. But one thing I can say is I try and appreciate every single day of my life. And it's a work in progress. I have to keep working on it, because I can get distracted, especially when I do these videos, and then I have to really check myself, like, okay, Rhonda, don't be too mean. God don't like ugly. Just, humble it, give God, let's give grace. So, anyways, guys, I hope you get something from this video. I did do a live video today, and I am just ready to go to bed now, but I just came across this Keanu Reeves clip, and it touched my spirit, and I thought I'd share it with you. So I want to thank you for watching Rhonda Loves Life, and I am so humbled and grateful. I do love my life. I want to thank you guys for watching. Again, thank you. Leave your comments in the chat. Let me know what you think. What do you think of what Keanu Reeves said? Are you in my age group, our age group, mid-50s, mid to late 50s, and are you coming to terms with some of the things, mortality and the things that he talked about? Are you in your 20s and 30s and you're just taking life for granted? And this is like, man, this is a reminder. So the earlier you can realize this, the better, because you got more years to just swim in the abundance of appreciation and love and awesomeness. All right, guys, leave your comments in the chat. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll chat with you soon. Love you. Ciao. Mwah.